The culture capital closed. Amongst Melbourne's silent streets echoes the screaming questions of what happened and who's responsible. Thus far, Daniel Andrews' government has ensured no one really knows, leading the coalition to point the finger at a cosy relationship between Victoria's unions and its Jobs Minister, Martin Pakula.
The NUW recently merged with United Voice. United Voice are the union that represents all the security guards. So it is somewhat ironic that the Jobs Minister, that for some reason was given control of hotel quarantine, gives it to private security guards that are represented by what is now his union.
Accusations aired again via another Victorian Liberal.
You have a state government who is more interested in making sure that companies that hire their union mates took precedence over the public health of Victorians. So frankly, people are pissed off.
More than 60 COVID cases are now linked to outbreaks among security guards from two Melbourne hotels, Ridges in Carlton and Stamford Plaza in the CBD. Victorian Jobs Minister Martin Pakula refused an interview with Sky Today, answering only written questions. The suggestion that the minister met with or discussed the matter with unions is completely untrue and is categorically rejected. The suggestion that decisions about security arrangements were made because of any relationship with any union is completely untrue and is categorically rejected.
We do need answers, and we do need to know who's in charge and who's making the decisions, what decisions they made and whether they were executed properly.
New South Wales has seen more than 32,000 return travellers enter and exit its hotel quarantine program without an outbreak. Some security guards were used, but they were supervised by 150 Defence Force personnel and 500 police officers daily. Their boss, the New South Wales Police Commissioner, weighing in today on Victoria's very different operation.
So do you think it was a mistake to let security guards be doing that?
Look, from my perspective, I think what New South Wales did well is recognise that police needed to take a role. Health had such an important role and they've done a fantastic job. So you give the experts the job and they'll get it done.
The union responsible claiming some guards had just a few minutes training. Others would argue they displayed ignorance and contempt for public health. At the heart of the argument is Victoria's democracy and accountability. The Andrews government has established a judicial inquiry, saving it for now from answering uncomfortable questions. Opposition MPs wanted the Victorian Parliament to bring forward hearings of its Public Accounts Committee by 10 days. That hearing would have questioned experts and politicians on more recent bungles. But Labor has used its numbers to knock the request on the head, exclusively telling Sky they considered it a last-minute stunt, a view not shared by those who wanted it.
My main concern is that if we have this inquiry now and report way down the track, we're not going to be able to see anything that's any of the problems that are happening now and address them now. It's going to be just reporting on history.
National Cabinet recommended Defence and Police lead the hotel quarantine program, but don't expect Scott Morrison to lay the boot in.
I can understand that many people in Victoria will be feeling very frustrated at the moment and many are very angry, and I'm aware of where they're directing that frustration and anger, but it won't help the situation if I were to engage in any of that.
The fact remains,
someone has to take responsibility for this monumental failure of public administration.
Businesses and those locked in towers demanding it. Jonathan Lee, Sky News, Canberra.